had a chance to thank Coach Blanker for allowing us, or setting this up, organizing us to come over here to Limetown for this banquet. So, Coach Blanker, give more details on this.
Alright, we're gonna take the girls down to the media center, so all the ladies, we're gonna take a little trip. Doc's gonna lead us down the hallway. The boys' teams will stay in here. If you want to grab, wait, don't go there yet. If you want to grab dessert before you go down, please feel free. There's still some back there. Some of the desserts with nuts in it, we'll set them out so the boys' team, you guys can pick your way through. Thank you guys so much for your flexibility. We tried really hard at Reservoir to find a date that worked with the scheduling, and unfortunately we couldn't. So obviously we're kind of in a weird situation here, but thank you for your patience with that. Coach B is going to go first and recognize all the JV girls, and then we'll finish up with varsity after.
Thank you. Thanks again so much for coming, and I really appreciate everybody and all their support, especially all the parents and everything like that, you know, picking up the kids, bringing them to the game, or picking up from the games and bringing them to pasta parties, so forth and so on, because it really shows a lot of your dedication. Thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's start with Miss Jocelyn. Jocelyn Martinez, you can come on up here, darling. She gets the initiative award. I don't know if anybody knows this, but she was injured the entire season. So she didn't get to play a game, she didn't barely practice, but she came, she supported, and she showed initiative, so tonight she gets the initiative. Okay, next award goes to Yelena. So Yelena, you want to come on up? She gets the Speedy Award because I never really understood how fast she was until the end of the season. I mean, this girl was beating players to the ball left and right. She was kicking butt, and you get the Speedy Award. Oh wait, you have. Miss Julie Hancock, are you here? You, my dear, never seen a bigger punt from a goalkeeper than you. Let me tell you something. This girl can punt that ball for a JV goalkeeper. She can punt the ball from the goal to at least half. And I've never seen that before, and she's improved so much. And so tonight you get the biggest punt award, Julie Hancock. Gabby. Gabby gets the sportsmanship award. This girl on the sidelines, she was probably one of the most sincere yet sportsmanlike person I know. I know sometimes she got really frustrated because she was on the sidelines, just get in there. And sometimes because she has a really thick accent, you couldn't understand what she was saying. But she has the biggest heart, and she's getting the sportsmanship award tonight. So thank you. Miss Emily Civilian. Okay, so Emily and I discussed at the beginning of the year that she was going to play defense. She was very iffy on the fact that every single time she asked, gave the opportunity, she's like, please put me up top. And I'm like, well, I just can't do that because you're just really good at defense. So she's getting the Rock Solid Defense Award tonight for being not only one of the toughest players, but she was slide tackling left and right, and she made me really proud as a coach. Thank Thank you so much. Is Keith here tonight? Oh, come on, don't be shy. Okay, so Miss Keith here. Okay, she is getting the Lefty Award because I couldn't quite figure out which foot she could kick with. And I was really confused because she would kick with the right, and then she'd kick with the left, but then she would have this like ginormous foot on her left foot, and I'd be like, okay, well now I figure out you're a left footer. I didn't figure that out until like the very end of the season. I'm like, okay, well I wish I would have figured this out at the beginning. So tonight you get the Lefty Award for having one of the nicest left foots on the JV. So thank you. Madison Harris she's having surgery. Where's her sister? Oh, okay. But she gets the Best Manager Award ever. So she came to every game. She was very supportive. She always told me I was her number one, which I love. Riley. Riley, my dear, I've never seen a player have more self-determination than this child. I mean, even if she single-handedly saved the ball from like an awesome shot, she'd be like, oh, that's just not good enough. Like she just was so hard on herself, and she worked so hard throughout the season. And tonight she gets the Love of the Game Award because I swear you love this game, I think, more than myself. Okay, this next player, not only is she going to receive a certificate from myself, but she's also going to receive a plaque tonight. I usually give out a few each year. Tonight it's going to be a coach's award. And before I go ahead and say who it is, I'm just going to kind of explain it to me what a coach's award is. Showing up to practice every day. Being extremely respectful to me and to all of your teammates, giving 120% and not asking anything. And I don't ask for much as a coach. I asked you to give 120%. You gave me respect, and this girl did not only that, but she was so sweet every day. Thank you so much, Coach, for today. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for that. Showing so much initiative. And for me, that is the reason why I coach every year, is because of players like this girl. She makes my job so easy, and I can't thank you enough. So, Annabelle. Thank you so much. You're welcome. My next award goes to the funniest player on the team. Most personality, makes me laugh every day. Bought me a gift, okay? Bought me a that I can project my voice because I hurt myself and I couldn't scream and I couldn't get on the field. She went on Amazon and bought me this like microphone so I could talk during the game. So Val, and it really worked. I just had it right here on my head. Yeah, and I had it right here and I was like, run faster. So you get the personality award today for being the best person ever. So thank you. Agnes gets the Team Spirit Award. Oh, she hurt herself, I would say probably 3/4 into the season. Unexpectedly, she is running. We were just practicing, and my back is her, and all I turn around, and she's like down, and she's like crying. I'm like, it was the most bizarre fall. It was just weird. However, she has team spirit. She came into the season, somebody who had just moved here, and she didn't necessarily, she was kind of, scared. She was very hesitant. She came on this team and she opened up, and she had Reservoir Gator spirit like none other. So tonight she gets the Team Spirit Award. Okay, next player. Most improved player. This young lady, I feel as if we had a rough start to the season, and somebody who had come onto the soccer team, and not really knowing much about soccer, very hesitant, very super quiet, and I never could really understand. She's not one of those people who wear her heart on her sleeves. I'm really not sure how I can, get to her, get through to her, and that girl worked so hard. I would tell her to do something, she would do it. I mean, she improved so much. The last game, I started her, and she took a player on down the sideline. She almost scored. I was just like, okay, go ahead, girlfriend. I mean, she was just rocking it, and I'm so proud of her. And she's also tonight going to get a plaque, and that's Leslie. Thank you so much, Leslie, for your time, your effort, and showing me that there's more to soccer than just being super competitive. So I appreciate you and all you do. Okay, I have a role model award. This goes for somebody who I can always count on. She always makes sure that the girls are at practice on time. They're at the field. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing every single time I even get there. I mean, they're already warmed up. They've already run. She's pushing these girls to no end, and she's such a huge role model. And I will miss you next year, Tatiana. Thank you for being my other basketball. I appreciate it. Okay, same thing. I mean, this is a leadership award. Showed a lot of, especially when I hurt my foot, I wasn't able to do much. So she really stepped up and really helped me as a coach see things from a perspective that I couldn't necessarily see it because I was sitting down. So tonight's award is the Leadership Award, and that is going to go to Sydney. Thank you, and I will miss you next year. Good luck. Okay. 120% boy. This girl worked her tail off every single game. Got on herself, even if she didn't do a move right. Plus she's hilarious. And on top of that, she has this way on the field where it doesn't matter who's around you, who has the ball. She'll put her entire body. She will hip check you. She will put that Heisman. She is like in there, like swimwear. Okay, anybody that knows me, I always have this one little saying, and always give 15 inches. And those who know what that is, there's 15 inches from your mind to your heart. And if you connect the two, you're unstoppable. And this young lady, I mean, I'm like speechless because she is one of the best players I've seen. She also got moved up to varsity, and for the playoffs. She gives 110%. She connects those 15 inches, and she gets the job done. And that's the type of player that you want on your team. Brianna. Here you go. All right. The next award is the Teamwork Award, Teamwork Award. This young lady has so much passion. She really gets on herself, especially if she doesn't do something right. And I always try to tell her, it's not the end of the world. We're going to get it right next time. There's always tomorrow. She worked very hard all season, and I was so proud of her from the beginning of the season to the end of the season because I was very confident in myself as a coach to play her and not have a second thought that she wasn't going to get the job done. So tonight the Teamwork Award goes to Maddie Jones. Yeah. MVP, most valuable player. This is really hard because there were actually, usually it's like super, easy, but it was really hard this year because I would like to say, multiple girls had this in mind for me, and I was very, I really wanted to be cautious of who I chose because of the fact that this young lady came to every practice. She played so hard. She scored. I think she scored a couple goals, if I'm not mistaken. And she feels like she can take on the entire. Don't we all, right? We can. And moves left and right. Every single time that we were in practice, she would try different moves. She was always coming at me with, hey, Melissa, do you want to come to my sleepover? Only my best friends come to my sleepover.
Just gave it away. Now everybody knows it.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm her best friend. It was the cutest thing. So Kate, tonight you get the MVP award. And this flag. And I wish you nothing the best for your soccer career. So thank you very much for this. Hustle award. You can't teach aggressiveness. You can't teach somebody passion. You can't teach somebody heart. And hustle, I think, is a word that sums up it all. And tonight, this young lady is going to get the hustle award because I know she heard me on the sideline every single time. Get back, you gotta get back. You're not dropping fast enough. I swear, I probably said it like 5 times until I actually solidly was concrete. But she did it. There was nothing was said. She just got the job done, and that is what I appreciate more than anything. And tonight, Grace, you get it. His best friend gets the hustle award. You're welcome. Thank you for everything. Okay, all right. feet. So fast and not being able to control her body. Right around to them. Like, it's just, it was like a little it was just so funny. So tonight, Desi, I couldn't do it without you award. At the beginning of each year, I'm always hesitant to ask, like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that to parents? And they're like, well, and they're like, okay. So, I had one parent who did a lot of like the emails and the collaborating for a lot of the parents and trying to get the girls together for pasta parties and just sending out reminders and stuff like that. That award is going to go to Erin Garrity, which is Riley's mom.
She's not feeling
Oh,
there, but
yeah,
Mr. Garrity's here.
She's going to get that. I couldn't do without the award with some flowers. Because really, I mean, I couldn't have done it without her. Because I have a million and one things to do myself. And then the other one goes to Michelle Hyde. I mean, you did a lot for me this season, collecting the jerseys. Thank you. I mean, you do a lot. I appreciate it. And Shiro, Tom, he gets the support award because I felt like I was all alone here, and then here comes Tom running down the field to help me out. Shiro got what? Supported.
Yes. But this is from Baby Girl. We just want to thank you for everything you do. Like everything. It's good.
I was like 10. You guys are like a
I also wanted to add that you really made me love the sport more because you love it so much. I
Let's give one more round of applause. For varsity, I just want to give a quick thanks to everybody who was involved this year. I know, we had a great season. We were regional champions and we were part of the playoffs. But with that comes a lot of extra time that maybe people may not have been anticipating. And I know my wife told me before the playoffs started, she said, I hope you win, but I'd be okay if you guys lost. She missed me and wanted to be home. So I know that it's a sacrifice, and I know it's a lot of time, and I just want to thank all the parents for making sure that everybody was really so, round of applause for them. All right, the first two awards that we're going to give. This award is the That Wasn't a Shot award, and this was from Coach Rowe, who had an argument and disagreement with one of our lovely managers who decided that many shots were actually shots, and he took shots too and had far less when we went over stats. So thank you for your dedication, CC Bart.
Oh my God, she's got you.
Find your own seat.
with Bethany.
All right, the next award is Above and Beyond, and this is given to Brooke Paris because she, like all three of our managers this year, wanted to play but had an injury that prevented her from doing it. And so we talked to Trouse, and I said, we'd love to have you and your spirit on the team and with us. And she really took that and ran with it, and she came to basically everything that she could have. So she was always asking me, what stats do you want me to take in this game? Do you want me to go get the refs' names before the game? And that kind of stuff. So Above and Beyond. Our third manager, she couldn't be here tonight. But Alex came. She actually emailed me over the summer. She moved into district. She wanted to play too. She had a back injury that prevented her from playing. And she's going to get the Just One of the Girls award because she started school late and came and joined the team after the season started, and it was like she was always there and just a part of the team. So CC, I know you guys are close to her. All right, this next young lady has really been a pleasure to coach the last 2 years. This is the Most Improved Player Award, and I think the girls on varsity can probably guess who this was. She played maybe a total of 15 minutes last year. She earned a starting spot this year. She was awarded second team All-County. This next award, it is called the Oh, and we can guess that would be Kylie Toller for all the she made probably 6 or 7 girls look really silly because she had so many quick touches on the ball and got around people. So really, truly, it's a pleasure to watch her play. And unfortunately, the awesome skill she showed against Bel Air to earn us the red card and penalty kick didn't get us the red card. But she really is a special player. So that's what the O is for. Real quick, I didn't do awards because I wanted to let Coach B do them for Brianna and Kate, but you guys did earn, since you played in a varsity game this year, you earned your varsity letter, and you earned the regional championship banner and the varsity banner. So Brianna and Kate, you guys come on. All right, this next award. This next award is for our overtime playmaker. This young lady not only scored an overtime goal, but against Hammond, she set up the assist to set up the overtime goal, and she really just thrived under pressure. So, Brooke Russ.
So this person's earning the Special Delivery Award, and there's 2 reasons for it. One reason is against Westminster. We had a 1-0 lead, and we got that extra goal to put us ahead and let us all breathe. She's also getting the special delivery award because earlier in the season we had a play day, and we said, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? And the bus ended up picking her up. Before we went to our scrimmage, so Kelly made this
Stop talking.
Yeah, by the way, we couldn't even get a hold of her, so we just drove by, and there she was standing on the corner. The next award goes to one of our captains this year, who, if you've been to the games, no doubt you've heard her at some point because she's very vocal. Not only did she lead our, Gators on 3 and all that, but she was one of our strong defenders. So, the General, Mary. The next award is named actually after the person that's getting it, and I've decided that from years forward, this is what it's going to be called. This player showed up every day, worked super hard, didn't really get on the field too much, but it didn't affect her attitude at all, and she came and just did whatever I asked her to, and went wherever I needed her to, and always worked hard and was an example to everybody else. So receiving the Emily Rowley Award.
So this next person, she found time on the field throughout the season.
Those are my kids if you don't know them.
She never really got as much time as she would have liked, or maybe where she would have gotten more somewhere else. But she ended up being huge for us in the playoffs. She stepped it up. She had wonderful games, and I'll always remember her being subbed out later on in the game, and everybody just screaming for her and really cheering for her, and when the game ended too. So Maya, you're getting.
All right, the next award is the Andrea Pirlo Award. For those of you who know international soccer, he is probably the most famous and well-known Italian soccer player. And his fame is derived from the fact that he can put a ball 40 yards away wherever he wants to. And if you watch a game with him, it's like watching a video game where he can see over top of the defense to figure out where the ball is. So you guys, I think, have figured it out that Leah we have 3 keepers on varsity, and anyone that's been around them knows that it takes a unique person to want to have soccer balls kicked as hard as they can be right at you and be okay with it. And all 3 of them are really wonderful people. They encourage each other, they have fun, they laugh, they're part of the team, and really just, it's really nice to have that kind of camaraderie. And we kind of figured out that they were like the pack. The 3 of them were always together. Even when we did games like World Cup, they were always together. They never split up. And as the senior leader of the pack, Allie Webb.
We were playing the way we wanted to play. our games were extremely close and maybe falling on the opposite side of how we wanted to in scrimmages. Against Oakland Mills, we were having a really tough time. We expected to win that game kind of handedly ourselves. But this lady stepped up and she scored a goal for us. I'm sorry. She scored a goal for us, and that ended up jump-starting everything the rest of the season. That one goal jump-started everything else. So Maddie, you're getting the jump-start.
All right, the next award is the Transformer Award, and we named it that because last year and at the beginning of this year, this player basically only played one position, and eventually she came up to me and said, "Hey, you know, I'm not playing as much as I would like to. Can I try?" And she asked if she could play striker, and I said, "Well, have you ever played striker?" And she goes, "Well, sometimes if somebody gets hurt on club, I feel it." And so I said, "Well, let's give it a try." And she scored, I think, 3 goals in her first 4 games playing striker for us. So the next award is the, you can imagine somebody going like, "Look over here." Cassidy makes amazing runs up and down the side of the field, and we did not do a great job of finding her. And when we watched film after the Centennial game, I paused it in a couple moments because she ran up the left side and was wide open, nobody within 30 yards of her. And we would just keep the ball on the right side, and then eventually she just went and started to go back on defense. So the Look Over Here Award, Cassidy. All right, I'm going to give 2 of these together. These 2 young ladies are getting the same award, and it's because everybody always joked with me that I didn't smile enough or laugh enough, and these 2 got me laughing pretty good a couple of times. And one of them got me laughing to the point that I went home and told my wife what she said. And then I told her, and she said, "You told your wife my joke? Oh, wow!" So she was really excited. And the Comedy Central Award goes to Tina and Liz. They're both getting another award. Tina got really excited when we won the regional because the deal from the beginning of the season, you haven't seen my hair, it's still pink. The deal was if we won the regionals, they could dye my hair. And so everybody said, "We're not going to tell you what color, we're not going to tell you what color." So we go into the trainer's room to dye my hair. And Tina's like, "Give me a glove." And so she had a very fun time along with Kelly getting my hair the color it was. And then they convinced Doc with his hair too. And then the next day, Coach Rowe was back at practice, and she was the one that sprayed his hair as well. So the Hair Extraordinaire Award goes as well to Tina. And you heard it when Ellie was announced. Inside joke from the keepers. Whenever somebody makes a good save, or even if they don't, they always go, "What an athlete!" So, to Liz as well. somebody has a really good season as a rookie, and the famous phrase is a sophomore slump. And we thought that Janie was like exactly the opposite of that. She earned first team All-County, and this next young lady was very important to our team. She played virtually every minute of the game. She played in a center defensive / stopper role. And basically she ran sideline to sideline and just absolutely destroyed the other team's opportunities. So in addition to this award, she was recognized as All-County Honorable Mention, and with the Destroyer Award, Shelley.
This next person played every position on the field for us besides keeper throughout the year. She also came up huge for us in 2 big games. Very exciting, carried us through the rest of the year. Clara, you're getting the Miss Versatility Award.
I forgot to mention, and I did this last year too, and my mind kind of gets going. Kylie, I announced before, Kylie was also first team All-County, and she was honorable mention All-State. Okay. This next award is the Cunning Cross Award, because this young lady could cross it in either side, and she was one of the few people on our team that could do that. She really put it where she wanted to more times than not, right foot or left foot. She has the best left foot on our team, and that would be Maddie.
So this next person, she came with us after the start of the season, and she started at defense for us. For senior night, she ended up switching to midfield, kind of being adaptive for that. And she was always adapting to what we were doing. We're doing one thing 1 minute, we're going somewhere else the next minute, always adapting. Nora, you're getting the Swiss Army knife.
All right, the next award is the Magic Touch Award, and that we decided as coaches that there were a few players that we could count on that if you kicked it to them, they were pretty well going to control it every time that it got to them. And I was just really impressed with this player because she's a freshman and she came in and held her own, scored a couple big goals, especially in the playoffs. And we knew if we got her the ball, she was going to hold on to it and keep possession for us, and that would be this player, man.
Dog, you give such awkward hugs.
No, he told me you were going to say something tonight.
Because it's like, maybe it's because
And then he's like looks away, he's like,
The next award goes to one of our senior captains. She was also honorable mention All-County. It's the X Factor Award because we felt like as coaches we could kind of put her wherever we needed somebody, and we could count on her to do whatever we needed to play and excel at that position. And we saw that in the playoffs when Emily got hurt. Jules filled in for her on defense, and then when we needed somebody to attack in the last game, Jules filled in for attack. And so X Factor to Julianne. Let me say that.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay. This award, and as soon as I say it, you guys are going to know who it goes to. The premise of this is that we had someone on the team who was very willing to let the referees know when. And so this first award is the Call It Award. And that goes to Dana. And the second award is Cool Under Pressure, because if you ever watched her play, even when people were running full speed at her, she always looked like she had everything under control and she would clear it out or distribute it to anybody else. And she really did a great job. She was one of the wonderful members of our excellent defense this year, Dana. Okay, we have two left. Unless I missed something. This award is The Rock, and that goes to a young lady who came in as a freshman this year. Basically, was the rock center of our defense for most of the year, and that would be Emily.
It's getting worse each time.
One arm.
All right, the last award, and Brooke, where are you? Did I announce Brooke was also second team All-County? And I apologize, can you give her a round of applause? The reason I thought of that was because last year this player made first team All-County, and then I didn't say anything at the banquet because I didn't make a note of it. And then her mom came up to me and said, "Was she really first team All-County?" And I said, "Oh, man, I'm really sorry. I forgot to mention it." This year she got honorable mention All-County. She was really, really hard on herself because last year she scored like 11 goals, and she didn't have as many this year. But I kept telling her that if I could choose between the player she was last year and the player she was this year, I would take the player she was this year 10 times out of 10 because, like Blair up top, if the ball came to her, she got so much better this year at holding possession, playing a possession game, letting the team join the attack. And she had an injury at the beginning of the year, bothered me every day to let her play. And I had to hold her out until we got clearance, and I'm so glad that she did get clearance and she was able to have a nice senior season. The Complete Player Award goes to Kayla. All right, we have 5 plaques to give out, and I have to tell you, the 3 of us, Coach Rowe couldn't be here, he's in San Diego on a conference, and we emailed back and forth a ton of emails, because it was really hard for us to pick out who to give awards to really recognize with a plaque. And I only wanted to do 3 or 4, and we ended up doing 5 because we couldn't whittle it down. This first award is to someone who was really important to our team, and she didn't get recognized on a county level because she didn't really have necessarily the stats that some of the other coaches look for when they vote for All-County. But she was a phenomenal player for us. She was playing out of her normal position because I asked her to, and she did an excellent job this year. Unsung hero, Leah. All right, the next award is the Captain's Award. I kind of give the captains free rein with this. There were 4 of them. It was Mary, Dana, Jules, and Kayla, and I just asked them who do you think deserves the captain's award? And they said, well, what is that based off of? And I said, it's based off of what you think it should be based off of, except not who your best friends with. But, pick somebody that you think exemplifies what needs to happen at this level. And they chose Miss Clara Jan. Before I forget, Mr. Romer made CD copies of the senior ceremony, so if you're a senior and you didn't get one, please make sure you grab one before you go. All right, the next award I'm not gonna give a lot of background to, because once I say most outstanding player, we all know it's coming. And this last one, we sort of had a tie. In honest truth, we could have given it to 10 people. The coaches just kept saying back and forth, for the coaches award, who do you think should get it? And he named like 6 people, and Roe named 6 people, and I named 6 people, and there weren't many that overlapped. And so it just kind of continued to emphasize to us how special a group of girls we had this year. And the 2 coaches award recipients this year, Kayla Pindell and Cassidy Finn. Okay, and now for the parents that I need to thank for all their hard work. There's 5 that I want to recognize specifically. Not only did they announce games or organize the concession stand or take pictures when I asked them to or organize tonight, but they did anything that I needed, and they were always telling me that if I needed anything else to let them know. So first, CR, are you still here? Come on up. Next, Team Mom, Krista. And our videographer extraordinaire, Bill Rowan. And I'll just stay right here. Michelle Hyde helped all over the place. And her role wasn't as huge this year as it has been the past 4 years, but she still helped out a lot. She especially helped plan tonight, and that would be Rachel Janish. All right, I think that's pretty well. Come on.
And we have stuff for you guys. We just wanted to say thank you guys for all the help you've done this season, and thanks for helping us. Wow!
Well, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
All right. All right.
Dana, 5
Who are the other 3 seniors that didn't get?
So our first plate award is for Ranker. Please read what it says.
Oh,
So Ranker's award is most likely to hurt someone in World Cup. Yes! Ranker
Tina last year, but I didn't hurt anybody this year.
Okay, alright, so the next person. Alright, so the next person's the most likely to talk back. Who do you guys think?
Wow.
Well, it's not.
We messed up the name.
It's Kate. Oh.
Kate, hi.
I saw the look on Ellen's face.
This board is the most likely to dress, be, and act basic.
Wow, we got big. I thought wow, again.
I were just the most likely to be the most positive person on the list. Brooke, there's.
Next is most likely to fight someone in a game. Brooke. And that's Brooke Runs. The next one is most likely to compliment all the seniors. Maybe we have three answers.
Most likely to compliment the seniors.
This one is most likely to talk about her cats.
So funny about open the lid, the cat jumped out. It was so funny. It was hilarious.
Listen up.
Okay, mine is most likely to cry over a banana.
Next is most likely to yell at Tina or Bethany. Yay.
That's actually kind of
The next one is most likely to fall on the ground. This one is most likely to make a stupid joke that's not even funny. Bethany.
Okay, my award is most likely to never show up.
That's the answer who wasn't here.
And my other one is most likely to think she's an upperclassman.
Cece.
also like two one who hugged all of them. They hugged all of them. I didn't hug them.
This one is most likely to not care about anything.
The boys just finished up, and there's a white Ford truck blocking the bus loop, so nobody can leave. If that's yours, you can just move it real quick.
Oh no. Well, no one got out.
Mine is most likely to break out in song.
Mine is most likely to be found in church. My next one is most likely to not answer the group message. The next one is most likely to get injured.